My name is Pinky Gracia Vaifelingham.
Interpreter?
Uthi igama lakhe uPinky Gracia Vaifelingham.
Are you employed?
Yes, I am.
Wathi uqashiwe.
Where are you employed?
I'm employed at Vodacom, head office in Midrand.
Wathi uqasha head office yase Vodacom esendaweni yaseMidrand.
What is your current portfolio there?
I am a supervisor in the Law Enforcement Agency's Court Division.
Uthi ke uyena ke umkhuzi walaba ababheke ukuthi kugcinwe umthetho.
When were you employed there?
1998.
Waqala ukusebenza kuleyo ndawo ngo-1998.
And then the current position that you are occupying, when did you assume duty?
Working in that department for the last 18 years.
Wathi useneminyaka eshumi nesishiyagalombili esebenza kulo msebenzi asebenza kuwona manje.
And then to date, how many years of experience you have?
26.
Wathi kunemashumi amabili nesithupha eminyaka esebenza kuleyo ndawo.
And then did you receive any formal education or training?
Yes, I have.
Wathi yebo kukhona izifundo azithatha.
I have a paralegal diploma.
Wathi une-diploma lokuthiwa paralegal.
I have a certification in anti-money laundering.
Wathi futhi une-certificate esenzelana nokuzama ukugwema ukusetshenziswa ngokukhwabanisa imali.
Okay, let's just go back to the paralegal diploma. When did you obtain it?
2 years ago.
Wathi paralegal diploma yakhe uthi useneminyaka emibili ayithola.
From which institution?
Damlin.
Wathi wayefundela esikoleni saseDamelin.
And then the second qualification?
That was early 2000.
Wathi lokho uyakufundela eqaleni kanyaka ka-2000.
From which institution?
That's from the Vodafone University.
Wathi wafundela ke kule university ekuthiwa yase-Vodacom.
And which other qualifications do you have?
I have various other certifications.
Wathi unezinye certificate azifundela.
Are you able to place them on record?
Yes, they are through the Vodafone University.
Wathi ke nazo wazifundela kuyona le university yase-Vodacom.
These are ongoing
Wathi ke lezo ke sisaqhubeka.
and they relate to fraud, corruption, and law enforcement.
Wathi ke usafundela ke khona ke ukugcina kumthetho nokuzama ukugwema ukukhwabanisa.
And various other certifications as well.
Wathi ke khona ke nezinye ke ezimbalwa izertificate azifundele.
Have you in the past testified in court?
Akwawa legal force enkantolo?
Yes, I have.
Wathi yebo.
Have you testified in the district court, the regional court, the high court?
I testify in all courts throughout South Africa.
Wathi ke unokuletha ubufakazi kuzo zonke izinkantolo ezikhona inhlobo zazo kulo lonke lasemzansi.
Are you able to specify how many times to date have you testified in the high court?
Over 30 times.
Wathi ke hayi la enkantolo enkulu useke waletha ubufakazi isihlandlo esingamashumi amathathu. Ukweqa isihlandlo esingamashumi amathathu.
My Lord, the witness will refer to the first exhibit, Exhibit J1. Can you recognize that document?
Yes, I can.
Bathi wawayibona le document othi yebo.
Can you identify it?
Yes, it comprises of the Section 205 subpoena,
Bathi hayi i-section 205 subpoena.
as well as parts of my affidavit.
Bathi futhi nezinye ke ingxenye ze-affidavit yakhe.
And then did you sign the affidavit?
Yes, I have.
Bathi wayisayina i-affidavit.
Was it commissioned?
Athi yakhomishwa yini?
Yes, it has been.
Bathi yebo yakhomishina.
And then the date in which you made the affidavit?
Bathi wayenza nini ke leyo affidavit?
It was, I can't see the stamp very clearly because it's small, but it was in 2003.
Bathi kangikwazi ukubona isigxivizo ngoba sincane.
2023, my
Kodwa ke
apologies.
isigxivizo uyakwazi ukubona ukuthi umnyaka kwawu-2023.
Thank you. Can you proceed to place the contents of the affidavit on record?
Yes. The subpoena requests call-related data,
Bathi ke lesaphine ke ifuna ke i-data yonke ehambelana namafoni,
which comprises of incoming and outgoing calls,
khuluma ke ngama-call angenayo futhi ke namafoni aphumayo,
incoming and outgoing SMSs,
futhi ke nemilayezo ke ohlobo le-SMS engenayo nephumayo.
GPRS activity,
Bathi ke futhi ke nokusebenzayo kwe-GPRS,
and RICA information.
futhi ke ne-RICA echaza ukuthi le foni lena isemthethweni na.
On the following numbers:
Bathi nazinye inamba okwacelwa ngazo
060
060
804
804
0436
0436
074
074
676
676
669
669
073
073
114
114
5035
5035
082
082
704
704
4358
4358
071
071
437
437
9551
9551
063
063
065
065
2013
2013
079
079
106
106
9100
9100
072
072
938
938
2498.
2498.
When was this subpoena received by your office?
Yathola nini ke le subpoena?
28th October 2014.
Yathola mhla 28 ku-October 2014.
And then can you please also place on record the station as well as the case number of the case concerned?
The case number
It's Phosphorus 636
Phosphorus 636
of 10
of 10
2014.
2014.
And then can you also proceed to place the offense?
Athi ungachaza ukuthi icala kwini?
Murder and armed robbery.
Athi ke ukubulala bamba inkunzi umuntu ehlomile.
And the date in which it was committed.
Leli cala lenziwa nini?
26th October 2014
Enzeka ngomhla ka 26 ku-October ngomnyaka 2014
around 2000 hours, which is 8 p.m.
kuthiwa kungenza silenzeka ngesikhathi so 8 wasebusuku.
As well as the address.
Lithini ikheli
13511
13511
Kutulwano Street,
Kutwano Street,
Utulwano Section,
Kutwano Section,
Foslodus.
Fosloras.
Let us now proceed to your affidavit. Can you please proceed to place the contents on record?
This statement comprises of fraud-related information on the said numbers for the requested period of July 2014 until 27th October 2014.
Athi lokhu kuhambelana nezinamba ezine engathi ziba nokuxhumana kusukela ngomhla 1 July 2014 ukuyofika umhla ka 27 October 2014.
The statement also provides briefly the RICO information
Uthi lesi statement siyasiza futhi ngokuletha imininingwane ye-RICA
location
nokuthi kwakulaphi
and activities of messages received and sent.
okhulumayo futhi nangemilayezo yatholakala neyathunyelwa.
Due to the volumes of data or large amount of data,
Ngoba ke idata iningi kakhulu.
only a few pages
Amakhasi ambalwanyana
that are relevant have been supplied.
ekona sengathi angasetshenziswa ke la esinikwe wona.
Yes, can you proceed now to read the affidavits on record?
This certification is an extract in terms of Section 15 of the Electronic Communication and Transactions Act,
Kuthiwa ke lesi certificate ke sihambelana nokukhishwa ke kwedatha ngaphansi ka section 15 yalo mthetho kuthiwa Electronic Communication and Transaction Act.
of 25 of 2002,
Umthetho number 25 of 2002.
read with Section 213, 1 and 2,
Kuthiwa ke ufundwa no section 213 paragraph in brackets 1
and
no
2A
2 no SB no 2A
of the Criminal Procedure Act,
walo mthetho kuthiwa Criminal Procedure Act
51 of
umthetho
1977.
number 51 wa 1977.
Yes, proceed to read.
Okay. I, Pinky Rasio Vifalingam, the undersigned, state under oath.
Mina ke uphinki
Rasio.
uphinki Russia Vitelingam lo sayinile la ngaphansi ngifuna ukusho lokho ngaphansi kokufunga.
I am an adult female employed at Vodacom
Ngumuntu wesifazane ke osebenza endaweni yase Vodacom
in the capacity of Forensic Liaison Supervisor.
igama lomsebenzi wami ke u-forensic liaison supervisor.
The facts herein contained are to the best of my knowledge and belief true and correct.
Lokho ke ngibhale lana ke ngikwazi ukuthi kuyiqiniso futhi ke kubhaleke kahle.
I am making this statement knowing that if it is tendered in evidence,
Manje ke ngenza lesi statement ngazi ukuthi singalethwa njengobufakazi.
I will be liable to prosecution if I willfully stated anything I know
Futhi ngiyazi ukuthi ke ngingena enkingeni yokuboshwa uma kuwukuthi ngizokwenza ngihlosile.
to be false or which I do not believe to be true.
Uma ukuthi khona ngizokuletha kungelona iqiniso nengikwazi ukuthi akulona iqiniso.
Vodacom is an electronic communication service provider duly licensed by the Independent Communication Authority of South Africa and operates electronic communications network, Vodacom networks, throughout South Africa and some parts of Africa. Section 15 of the ECT Act makes reference to and governs the admissibility of data messages. Data message is defined to mean data generated, sent, received, or stored by electronic means and includes a voice where the voice is used in an automated transaction and a stored record. It is clear that Section 15 governs data messages, which includes call messages, SMSs, and other information such as email, hereafter referred to as call data related information.
Manje ke i-Vodacom inkampani ke esiza ngokuthi ithwale inkampani ezimele ngaphansi kwe-Independent Communications Authority of South Africa and esenza ukuthumela imilayezo kula lonke lasemzansi nezinye indawo zase-Afrika ngaphansi kuka-Section 15(1) Electronic Communications Act. Futhi ke yona ke uwona mthetho osenza ukuthi ke ukusetshenziswa ke nokuthunyelwa kwama-message. Ama-message ke lawa awuhlobo lwe-data and achaza ukuthi i-data ethunyelwayo ethunyelwayo negcinwayo uhlobo lukagesi ngaphansi komishini and futhi ke lolu hlobo lwe-data luyizwi lapho ke izwi elisetshenziswa endaweni lapho olusebenzela kungena muntu oluthintayo and futhi lapho olugcinwa khona nokuthi ke futhi ke lo mthetho lona u-Section 15(1) uhambelana nokugcina ama-message ahambelana ala kumakhalekhukhwini oma-SMS nolunye neminye ke imininingwane enjengoma-email lokho kuzokhulunywa manje ukuthi i-data yonke.
Call data related information is obtained from the Network Event Monitoring System, which we call Nemo, currently housing live data of all activity on a SIM card or handset routed through the Vodacom network. Since this information is only retained for a period of 3 years or 36 months, data requested for a time period preceding this cannot be retrieved from the system. Once Vodacom receives a request to access and supply an extract of the call data related information from a law enforcement agency, this extract is permanently electronically archived. Call data related information is generated in a PDF format. stored and communicated by the servers and cannot be altered, manipulated, or tampered with by anyone while on the servers. The manner in which the integrity of the call data is maintained is considered reliable as contemplated in Section 15, Paragraph 3 of the Act.
Kuthiwa-ke i-call data yonke ikhuluma ngolwazi olutholakale lungena kwa Vodacom senzisa lo i-network event monitoring system, and futhi ithatha konke ukusebenza kudlula kuma SIM card noma ifone esetshenziswayo, and ukuthi kudlule kungene ngazo incingo zase Vodacom, and futhi ke konke ke lokhu kugcinwa iminyaka emithathu. Idatha ke eceliwe esikhashana ekade lesi sikhathi ayikwazi ukuthi sengatholakala. Ima i-data i-Vodacom ithola isicelo sokuthi kungenwe kulokhu okukhona ngaphakathi ukuhambelana namafayela njengoma PDF agciniwe la ngaphakathi adluliswe ku-imishinini yase Vodacom. Ayikwazi ukuthi konke lokhu kuceliwe kuguqulwe noma kushintshwe noma ingayiphi indlela, nanoma ngoba indlela okugcinwe ngagcinwa ukuthi kungaguquleki, and futhi kufanele kuhlale kungaleyo ndlela ngoba lokhu kulawulwa uSection 15.3 yomthetho.
Nemo adheres to the security requirements stipulated in Vodacom security policies and procedures. A firewall is in place to separate Nemo from the Vodacom network, with only the necessary ports open for communication. Access to Nemo is controlled via a secure APN, limiting access to specific authorized users only. All access to Nemo is logged, and a full audit trail of all operations performed by any authorized user stored. To ensure data integrity and completeness, file and record level checking with full notification to authorized personnel where intervention is required. All system processes are furthermore monitored through daily operational checks.
So Nemo lo mshini lo ogcina lonke lolu lwazi lwase Vodacom khona indlela ovalelwe ngayo, ngoba uvalelwe ngemva kwaloko okubizwa ngesilungu i-firewall, okusho ukuthi umnyango ovimbela ukuthi abangafanele ukuthi bangene bangakwazi ukungena lapho. Futhi kunezindlela ezithize ezisetshenziswayo zokuthi kuvulela ukuthi ulwazi lungangena, kodwa kungabi namuntu ozokwazi ukungena ngaphakathi ayoguqula lo lwazi. And futhi ke wonke ke le machine le egcine lo konke lokhu kunendlela esetshenziswayo usuku nosuku ukuthi kuhlolwe ukuthi sasebenza kahle yini.
I am responsible for the inter alia, the supply of information and call data on the Vodacom network pursuant to requests received from the South African Police Services, law enforcement agencies and other institutes.
Senzo wami ke ukuthi nginike ufaka ulwazi oludingekayo kuhambelana nesicelo engisitholayo sivela emaphoyiseni uma kukhona ulwazi abaludingayo mayelana nokusebenza kwalwazi olungaphakathi kwemishini yase Vodacom.
This certifies that Vodacom has received a subpoena in terms of Section 205, Paragraph 1 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977 from SAPS with reference number GP Joburg 569 of 10/2014 from Captain Boonstra. The subpoena had been submitted for call-related information.
When you target the certificate of Vodacom, Satolagala, Pastor Subpoena, and a Pastor Section 205 in brackets 1, Criminal Procedure Act number 1977, the Puma most persons in South Africa, Hambelana no GP, JHB 565 of 10 of 2024, Pumagu Captain Bonsa Wushutige, Loyanaga Wafaka, the Sistelo. Esa sitela data evela engabani.
So my findings are as such. Call data and the profiles have been supplied as requested. Data has not been attached nor added as an annexure to this manual statement due to the data being voluminous. The case had to be registered into smaller or shorter periods. The data can be obtained from the following case IDs 550713 and 550720, which were supplied with a memo and affidavit.
Equal data again, nama profile alethwe njengoba kulethwe isicelo idata ke ayizange iqhunyelwe kule document njenge-annexure noma okujotshelelwe kule ncwadi ngoba inkulu kakhulu kodwa ke kusho ukuthi ke icase lena kwadingeka ukuthi ihlukaniswe ibe incezo ezincane futhi ke noma isikhashana esifishane kodwa ke yonke le data efunekayo ingatholakala kulama case la alandelayo 5507013 no 550720 la abanikwe wona njengale memo ke ne affidavit.
The information pertains to the cell phone numbers. So read it out again. 060-804-0436, 082-704-4358, 071-437-9551, which are on case ID 550713, which comprises of 4,649 pages, and 079-106-9100, 072-938-2498 are on case ID 550720, which comprises of 1,189 pages. Data was requested for the period 1 July 2014 until 27th October 2014.
Kuthiwa-ke lapha-ke ulwazi obelufunekayo belufunakala ngalezi number 060804 0435 082704 4358 071 437 9551 and ikhesi ke lekhulunywa ngawo u-3507 of 13 futhi ke iy'number ke kukhulunywa ngazo ama-page lawa aphumile ngazo lezi number abeyinkulungwane amakhulu ayisithupha namashumi amane nesishiyagalolunye futhi ke nalezi number 079 106 9100 072 938 2498 ikhesi ke khulunywa ngayo ke u-550720 lapho ke phume khona amakhasi ayinkulungwane ikhulu elilodwa namashumi ayisishiyagalombili nesishiyagalolunye amakhasi futhi ke idatha yonke icelelwa isikhathi leni esiqala ngomhla ka 1 ku-July 2014 kuyofika mhla 27 ku-October 2014.
The relevant printout is here to annex and constitute a data message in terms of Section 15 of the Act. The information that appears on said printouts reflects electronic representations described as data in the Act. It also represents data generated, sent, received, and stored by electronic means and or stored records as contemplated in the definition of data messages in the Act.
Wathi-ke le printout le yenziwe-ke yajobelelwa lana ikhuluma-ke ngedata yawonke lonke uhlobo le-data olukhona ngaphansi kwa-Section 15 yomthetho-ke isho futhi nokuthi yonke imininingwane etholakalayo ngalapha noma ulwazi olutholakalayo lonke lihambelana lungaphansi ngohlobo le-elektroniki oluthi uma lubhalwe lapha ngaphansi komthetho lichaza njenganoma yini yonke into eyathunyelwa eyatholakala eyamukelwa noma-ke okugciniwe ngaphakathi-ke komshini and lokho-ke konke yilokho okuchazwe njengokungaba i-data ngaphansi komthetho.
My additional comments. The activities below were a focal point which were extracted from the voluminous data of case ID 550713.
Wathi-ke okunye ukuphawula nakho ukuthi konke lokho okukhulunywa ngako lako yiloko okukhishwe ngaphansi kwale data eningi ehambelana no case ID 550713.
You will see that in that little block there is an extract of the data pertaining to the cell phone number ending 4358.
Lapho kuleyo block uzobona ukuthi kukhona-ke ulwazi olukhishwe kule cell phone number egcina ngo-4358.
On the 2nd of August 2014,
ngomhla 7 ku-August 2014
at 22:40:47 seconds,
isikhathi kwa-22:40:40 seconds,
a call was received by 4358
kuthiwa-ke khona-ke ikholi-ke yatholakala itholwa ile foni u-4358.
The call duration was 110 seconds.
Kuthiwa-ke imizuzwana obahlala efonini kwakuyishumi ikhulu neshumi lemizuzwana.
And the call came from number ending 1330.
Manje-ke inumber-ke eyathumela le call leno kwaku-1330.
The other extract is also relating for the number ending 4358.
Khona kunye okwathunyelwa kuyo le number ka-4358.
It lasted 98 seconds.
Kuthiwa-ke yahlala imizuzwana imashumi ayishagalolunye nesishagalombili.
Dated on the 15th of October 2014.
Kwakumhla 15 ku-October 2014.
Time 17:33.
Isikhathi 17:33.
57 seconds.
57
Seconds.
57 wemizuzwana.
No, yeah. And that was from number ending 9551.
Manje yayivela kule number ku-9551.
Call call data in respect of incoming and outgoing transactions is reflected under the AMA, which is automatic message accounting stream. The column reflecting as call type indicates the type of transaction that had taken place. These are actual transactions to and from a particular ISDN, which is called the cell phone number. The call data time column reflects the date and the time of a particular transaction. The cell name column will reflect the base station or tower that the particular transaction was routed through. Common call types are reflected as the following. MTC is an incoming call. MOC is an outgoing call. MTSS is an incoming SMS. That is when an SMS was received by the MSISDN. The call date and time, the call date time column will indicate the date and time of that SMS received. The other party will be blank, as Vodacom systems do not populate the number that sends the SMS.
Hayi manje ke is call data etholakele ingena noma iphuma iyavela lapha ngaphansi kwalomshini othiwa automated message accounting system. Amakhona nika achazayo la ikhola ukuthi ihloboni lwekhola ephumayo ekhuluma ngokuthi kuyiphi kusetshenziswa yiphi ifone ivela ke ngenamba ye-ISDN nokuthi isikhathi kwakuyinini and futhi iveze nokuthi i-data nesikhathi unokuthi kwakuhlobonike lento eyenzeka lapha efonini. U-cell name i-column le echaza ukuthi yiphi ke i-base station noma i-tower le yayisetshenziswa lapho ngaleso sikhathi kuphuma leyo call noma ngena leyo call. Kuthiwa ke inhlobo ke zedatha etholakalayo oqala kukhulunywa nge-MTC kusho ukuthi i-call engenayo khulume nge-MOC kuthiwa i-call ephumayo lepho MTSMS kuthiwa ke i-SMS engenayo kuthiwa i-SMS kuyabhala etholakele kodwa ke i-call data ngesikhathi kuyavela nako kuyatholakala nokuthi ke le SMS lena yayithunyelwe ubani manje kodwa laba abanye ke laba mhlambe ke abathunyele i-SMS i-Vodacom ayivezi ukuthi leyo number ethumelayo yini.
Once we're on this page, can you clarify certain things? What do you mean when you say Vodacom systems do not populate numbers sending the SMS?
This is very old data, so back in the day, because of the volumes of data stored on the network, it would not reflect the numbers that send an SMS.
So ke ngoba ke kudala kwakuba nemininingwane eminingi igciniwe bakungagcina kungasabhaliwe emshinini emdala ukuthi uba yiphi le phone number eyayithumela le SMS etholakala.
Just on that page again, on the Vodacom AMA data, on that block, the third column, IMEI. Are you able to tell the court if the two calls on the 2nd of August 2014 as well as the 15th of October 2014 were made from the same IMEI number?
I will confirm it in a second. I will just look at it on my data because it is very small here.
Athi akungani lapha ephepheni kodwa ke uzozama ukubheka emshini wakhe ukuthi kuzobonakala kahle ukuze ukwazi ukuthi kuvele kahle akwazi nokuphendula.
IMEIs are two different IMEIs reflecting.
Thola kubonakala ama-AMI amabili ahlukene.
Can you place them on record, starting with the one of the 2nd of August 2014?
3515. Okay. 3515-0305 303538.
Thola eyavela ngomhla ka-August 2 August 2014 i-IMEI yakhona u-3 uqolo lapho
351-5030-5303-538.
sibonga inkantolo isisizeni.
That's correct, yes.
And then the second
The
one?
second one is 8633 720 213 7621.
8633 7202 137621.
Okay. On paragraph 7, you indicated that you received a subpoena. Is that the subpoena appearing on page 2 of exhibit JJJ1?
Wathola isubpoena yona levele ekhasini lesibili
Yes, that's correct.
bathi yebo kunjalo.
Okay. Just for further clarity, through these IMEI numbers, are you able to tell which device was used?
I do not have the make and model of the device to use in this particular statement.
Bathi hayi lesi statement angenayo ke igama noma uhlobo lefoni eyayisetshenziswa.
And then lastly, can you also explain on paragraph 5 where you mentioned Nemo? Can you explain further how does Nemo work?
Certainly. So Nemo is our fraud system, the network event monitoring system.
Nemo is umshini obheka uzama ukubheka ukuthi kukhona yini ukukhwabanisa okukhona.
It is a very secure application.
Umshini okhiwe impela.
Information on Nemo is fed through from the towers and servers.
Thoke ulwazi olungena ngaphakathi kwaNemo luphuma kumathawa.
The way in which data is retrieved and stored and returned to SAPS is that Vodacom has given SAPS access to the front end of Nemo.
So indlela yokusetshenziswa ngayo ukuthi amaphoyisa anikwe indlela yokuthi ikwazi ukungena emshinini weNemo kodwa ingayi ngemuva ingene nje la phambili la kutholakala khona ulwazi.
The SAPS members are part of the provincial offices, which we called POCM offices.
Thoke amaphoyisa ke ayingxenye yale mahhovisi ekuthiwa ama-POCM offices.
We also refer to them as the technical support unit of SAPS.
Thoke laba ke babizwa ngokuthi technical support unit ke yasesiphoyiseni.
They will in turn upload the subpoena to the front end of Nemo.
Thoke nayibona ke abafaka isicelo sokucela ulwazi kuwo wena lo mshini uNemo.
They will also provide the details from the subpoena, as in the CAS number, the investigating officer, and what is required.
Thoke bafaka ke nalapho ke ulwazi ukuthi i-case inumber ye-case yipi bafake futhi ke negama lo ophethe uphemo nokuthi ikhulunywa ngani.
They will also reference the document as per their province. In this case, it is a GP number.
Njengokuchaza-ke nokuthi ke lukusiphi isifunda kule case ekhulunywa ngayo kuyakubonakala ukuthi sesifundeni sase-Gauteng.
All of this is submitted electronically.
Konke lokho kungena ngemishini.
We then receive it on our side.
Thina ke silithola ngasengxenyeni yethu.
The LEO team consists of 11 team members,
Manje ke leli qembu ke linamalungu ayishumi nanye.
of which all of us have top secret security clearance.
Ke bonke ke banemvume ukuthi clearance ebavumela ukuthi bangabona izinto eziyimfihlo eziseqophelweni eliphezulu.
Once the case is received, it is then verified by the team member that,
Manje nesitholekeleke icase ke kuqale ukuthi bahlolisise ukuthi ingene ngokomthetho yini.
that the case is assigned to.
And then bese ke ukuthi icase ifunele idlulisele kubani.
It is then verified again to ensure that all the information that has been submitted is indeed correct.
Ngiphinde kuhlole futhi ukuthi konke lemininingwane lefakwe kuleyo case iyiqiniso yini.
Once it is correct and approved, the system generates an automated case ID.
Manje mase kutholekeleke konke lokho isystem ke iveza inombolo yalelo cala.
This then goes into a busy state,
Manje ke isifakwa njengomsebenzi oqhubekayo.
which indicates that it is searching for the information that is required.
Lokho kuchaza ukuthi ke umshini uzama ukuthola lonke ulwazi nemininingwane edingekayo.
Once it is completed,
Siqedileke
the data that has returned is verified again by the agent.
manje ke i-agent kuyaphinda ke iyabheka ukuthi lo lwazi olutholakele lunjani.
It is then closed once all has been verified.
Mase kuhloliwe ke konke ke manje ke siyavalwa.
An SMS is electronically sent to the investigating
Manje
officer
kumshini kuvele uthumele i-SMS uzithumelele wona ethumelele kumseshi.
to state that the information is ready for collection at the TSU.
Manje kuchaza la ukuthi ke umseshi ngaya ke ayothathola lo lwazi alucelile endaweni yase-TSU.
The information is sent through in a PDF format.
So manje ke lonke ke lo lwazi oluceliwe ludluliselwa ngefayile uhlobo lwe-PDF.
This is done so that the data cannot be manipulated in any way.
Manje ke lokho ke kwenzelwa ukuthi kungabi nashintsho oluzokwenziwa noma kuguqulwa lolu lwazi loluthunyelwe.
And then we close the case.
Bese kuyavalwa ke i-case.
Ma'am, can you tell the court how secure is the storage facilities of Vodacom?
Manje ke ikhuseleke kanjani ke indawo lapho kugcinwa izinto zase-Vodacom?
Our servers are stored in a cage
Manje ke ama-server ke lawa agciniwe endaweni eyakhelwe.
we have the word I'm looking for. It's stored in a secure environment at a disaster recovery center.
Kuthiwe kugcinwe endaweni ekhuselekile ngaphansi kwala khona kugcinwa khona ulwazi oludingekayo uma kuzama ukuthi kuphinde kuvuse imishini ewile.
It's only accessed by our engineers
Abangena khona kuphela awenjiniyele base-Vodacom.
who also have top secret clearance.
Nabo ke labo ke banelungelo eliphezulu lokubona ulwazi oluyimfihlo.
In terms of the data, there is no human intervention at all.
Manje ke mayelana nolwazi lapho ke akukho umuntu okwaziyo ukulifinyelela.
For how long is the data stored?
The data is stored for 3 years.
Manje ulwazi ke lolu lugcinwa iminyaka emithathu.
We've had prepositions in this court that this case has been combed. Are you able to tell the court if there was any form of intervention or manipulation of the data in this regard?
Not at all. As I've mentioned, the data is submitted or leaves our systems or office in a PDF format, which means portable document format. There is no human intervention. There is no person that is going in and adding or manipulating or removing any activities from the data. As it is received, it is submitted.
So ke lolu lwazi noma information la ngaphansi ithi ikhishwe ngale file ekuthiwa i-PDF lokwenzela phela ukuthi kungabi namuntu ozoba nokukwazi ukuthi aguqule le information le ethunyelwayo futhi akukho muntu okwazi ukuyithinta noma uyiguqula le information engaphakathi.
Okay, let's proceed to paragraph 11. I'm not sure if the information just above paragraph 11 was already placed on record. Have you placed this information above paragraph 11 on record?
I'm going to read that now.
Thank you.
MOSMS is an outgoing SMS, which means that it's an SMS that was sent by the MSISDN. The call date time column will indicate the date and time of that SMS when it was sent. The number that the SMS was sent will be reflected in the other party column. Please note that the above call types can only reflect if the cell phone was on.
Ke i-MOSMS kukhulunywa nge-SMS ephumayo ithunyelwa i-MSISDN. I-call date ke lapho ke i-column echazayo ukuthi usuku nesikhathi lapho i-SMS eyathunyelwa ngaso. Inamba ke lena i-SMS eyathumelwa ngayo ifanele ikhombise lapho kubhalwe khona ukuthi other party. Futhi ngiyacela ukuthi nikwazi ukuthi zonke inhlobo zonke ke inhlobo zamakhona aphumayo zingakwazi ukuthi zivele nge-cellphone esetshenziswa ekhanyisiwe.
The IMEI column reflects the unique serial number of the handset. Excuse me. Vodacom utilizes both Siemens and Huawei Mobile Switching Center. SMS transactions through the Siemens switch will not populate the IMEI number in SMS transaction. That refers to the MOSMS and the MTSMS. SMS transactions through the Huawei switch will populate the IMEI number in SMS transactions. Upon production, all mobile handsets are assigned a unique digit IMEI code or number. The IMEI number may be displayed on most mobile handsets by dialing *#06# or viewed on the compliance plate under the battery or the SIM tray, depending on the model of the handset. Vodacom only uses the first 14 digits of the IMEI number to identify a handset. In terms of the full IMEI number, the number format is as follows. The first 8 digits represents the handset make and model. The next 6 represents the actual serial number of the handset. And the last digits, 15, 16, and 17, are check digits and software version numbers.
Uma isikhishiwe-ke wonke-ke omakhalekhukhwini anikwa kusho ukuthi mesiyakhiwe umakhalekhukhwini unikwa inombolo ekuthiwa i-AMI. IMEI-ke kusho ukuthi inombolo ezokhonjiswa ukuthi yona inombolo yale handset esetshenziswayo. Umuntu unayidinga angadayela u*#06# and ukuze akwazi ukuyithola le nombolo and futhi ngaphansi kwe-battery lawo lo makhalekhukhwini. I-Vodacom-ke isebenzisa inombolo eziwu-14 kuphela zale AMI ukuthi isho-ke ukuthi lo makhalekhukhwini osetshenziswayo umuphi. Ngaphansi-ke kwe-IMEI number usho ukuthi indlela ebekwe ngayo ingale ndlela ukuthi okokuqala-ke iy'namba eziyisishiyagalombili eziqalayo zichaza ukuthi uhlobo olunjani nokuthi uyiphi imodel esetshenziswayo. Ezilandelayo kwey'namba eziyisithupha zikhuluma ngokuthi inombolo nje ekuyi-serial number yayo leyo makhalekhukhwini. Iy'namba-ke ezisalayo 15 no-16 no-17 kusho ukuthi lezi-ke ezisebenzisa-ke kusho ukuthi uhlobo-ke lwe-software olusetshenziswayo lapho lunjani.
Ma'am, are you still fine?
Yes, I'm fine. Call data generated, stored, and communicated by the computer system cannot be altered, manipulated, or tampered with by anyone while on the computer system. The manner in which the integrity of the call data is maintained is therefore reliable as contemplated in Section 15, Paragraph 3 of the Act.
Sure-ke manje-ke yonke i-data evelayo negciniwe nethunyelwayo yile computer lekhulunywa ngayo ayikwazi ukuthi iguqulwe noma kube nendlela engashintshwa ngayo noma kube nongafuna ukuthi ayiguqule noma iyiphi indlela mise ngaphakathi kwale computer. Indlela-ke yokuthi-ke le computer lena igcine ikhuselekile ingaphansi-ke komthetho oyilawulayo usection 15(3) yomthetho.
I hereby certify in terms of Section 15, Paragraph 4 of the Act, that the printout of the extract is a true copy of the original record of call data stored on the computer system of Vodacom and is therefore correct.
Ngiletha-ke manje-ke isiqiniseko sokuthi ngaphansi kwa-Section 15(4) yomthetho ukuthi lokhu-ke okuprintiwe la kuyiqiniso yako lokhu okwathunyelwa kuyidatha evela emishinini yase-Vodacom and okusho ukuthi-ke uletha isiqiniseko sokuthi akuguquliwe konke kusingale ndlela okwathunyelwa ngayo.
Yes.
I know and understand the contents of this statement. I have no objection in taking the prescribed oath. I consider the prescribed oath to be binding on my conscience, and it has been signed by me.
Hayi uthatha isifungo sokuthi konke lokhu okungaphakathi uyakuzwisisa nokuthi futhi ke akanankinga ukuthi athathe isifungo and futhi nokuthi ke uyasho ukuthi isifungo lesi ubona ukuthi siyambophezela unembesa wakhe wayeseke uyasayinda ngaphansi.
Was it also commissioned?
Yes.
What is commission futhi?
It was commissioned on the 16th of May
Sa
2024.
Sa commission umhla 16 kuMay 2024.
Okay. On paragraph 11, you mentioned that is a Siemens switch as well as a Huawei switch. Can you clarify those two concepts?
It is technical, but these are two different platforms from where data is drawn.
Manje uthi ke Siemens neHuawei indawo ezimbili lapho ke ukuthi uma kudingeka imininingwane noma ulwazi oluthize ila ukudonswa khona ke lo lwazi lukhishwe khona.
My lord, can we take the short adjournment for 15 minutes before I move to the addendum?
Yeah, before you do that, who is this, who also of the register of this case in this court? Who is this gentleman who is the commissioning officer?
It is Bradley Albert Smith, and
Right.
he is at Vodacom.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
So that we can call him here.
Bathi kubanike lo commissioner statement wathi Bradley Smith was Vodacom satholakala.
Okay, 15 minutes then.